Einstein. A little song for the future. What's up? How may I help you?
Good evening, Mr. S.P.A.D.E. I'm Madam Bella. I'll be doing your interview today, asking you questions that your fans want to know.
That's what's up.
Alright. My first question is, how long you been doing music?
Wow. Been doing music on the low like since 94. 14. I mean, I don't know. I didn't even know I had it in me. It was just an instrumental going and I was just saying some stuff that people said it was kind of tight. I should pursue it.
Excellent. Now, if you can look back into hip-hop, what is the one song that actually plays in your head that you can actually just instantly just remember how hip-hop was?
Public Enemy, Fight the Power.
And why was that, why does that stick in your head? I mean, was it the lyrics? Was it the artists? Was it the whole group? Or
I think that was kind of revolutionary in hip-hop. It had a message.
and what was the message that you got out of it?
Fight the power, fight the injustices of what's going on in society. And it's funny because, you know, back then you don't see the stuff. History repeats itself, so it's still repeating, and that song is still symbolic to issues that's happening in the present.
Oh, excellent. Now, how you say back then and now, there's a question where, do you believe Tupac and Biggie, if they were still alive today, would hip-hop still be the same? Were artists that are known now, do you think if they were still alive, would they still be known now?
Half of these rappers wouldn't even have careers.
Name a couple.
No. I just know. I refuse to, like, you know, I'm not trying to bash, but there's a lot of whack shit out here these days. A lot. But a lot of these rappers today wouldn't even be existing. Some will, though, because, you know, hip-hop, the culture, and everything is constantly changing. I think it will be some out, but not as how chaotic it is, though.
If you had a year to go back, this is hip-hop music, years that we're talking about. If you had a year to go back, what year would you pick and why?
Damn. I'll go back when I was trying to start. About 94, 95.
Now in 1994, what rapper was your instant that you constantly heard everybody had a favorite CD. What CD was yours at that time?
I was everybody. Everybody in that. Everybody. A lot of people.
Name a few.
Well, in that era, like I said earlier, it was Public Enemy. See, I'm like a music head, so like that's not necessarily even hip hop. R&B, SWV, ooh. Adina Howard, ooh. Yeah, a lot of R&B artists. Ooh, Aaliyah.
Now, as you're actually stating these artists' names, were there artists that you actually wanted to collaborate with, that you would wanted to work with, or you still want to work with today? I mean, rest in peace to Aaliyah, but
well, for the females that I just named or whatever, back then I had like a huge crush on them, so I wanted to collab with them, but
they're still alive, except for Miss Aaliyah, but Adina Howard.
Right.
SWV.
Right. I have more of a crush on him. I would like to collaborate with
you. That's great. Now, this is going to be a very personal question, but I feel that fans need to hear it from you. Now, can you please share with us one of your darkest time in life?
I just got introduced to the dark side of the street life. Meaning, gang banging. I'm not saying it's dark, because there is some positivity out of it. It's just the way the media portray it is all negative. Some of that stuff is true. Friends dying. A lot of people in the penitentiary system. And I was in a depression. Started doing drugs.
Was it just life that sucked you up into it? Or, I mean, was it the streets? Can you blame it on the streets? Can you blame it on who you hung around with? I mean, were you just influenced, easily to be influenced?
I can say that, but that would be just too damn easy to just say that. I'll have to catch 22 to it. Product of my environment, but then life is based on decisions, so I can't like put it all the way there. But yeah, I just made some wrong choices.
As we all do, so you're not the only one. Another question is, you are from the city of Compton.
Whoa.
Compton is also well known in the city where rappers do come out and they do come out successful. How do you feel about coming from that city, but also being able to be part of that?
I'm kind of more like from the South Bay area, really, though. Because I stayed in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I went to preschool in Compton, just Gardena, I'm from just the South Bay area, period. But my hometown, where my heart is, west side of Compton.
Yes, because I actually got the opportunity to hear your music, and that's actually what you really represent and really actually talk about the most is the city of Compton.
It's the hood.
The good and the bad.
The hood.
And so, that's where fans actually want to know how do you feel and stuff. So
I just like to share my perspective of how I see the streets.
Okay. Now,
some good, some bad. Just versatility of it.
So in your opinion, how do you feel about the new artists today?
Pretty good. They're pretty good. They doing their thing. I can't knock their hustle and their work ethic of what they're doing.
Now, what's your opinion about artists rapping today? It's very, in my opinion, it's very different from the 80s to early 90s to now that we're in the 2000s.
Very true.
And so how do you feel about what they talk about, what they, because sometimes I feel that it's not the same. But, as an artist, you look at a different way. Where do you get your inspiration? How do you get your lyrics? How do you, all of a sudden, you just wake up in the morning and you just become with a song? Or, how do you collaborate with your music? What do you do?
I just think about my experiences, past, present, and where I would like to see myself in the future, and I'll go from there. I go from my past. I look real deep in myself first before anything, and I just get inspired. I go outside.
So what advice do you have since you've been in the doing music for years, what do you have advice for, young men, young ladies that want to become artists, and sometimes they don't have the guidance, but what is the advice that you give them?
Tell the truth about your experiences, not nobody else's. That's what I got a problem with. Some of these people need a background check on them or something about the stuff they talking about. Because if you're talking about selling drugs, guns, and how you doing all that type of stuff, and you got like numerous tracks, what do you have time to go do all that you're rapping about?
Very true. Now, I did some research, looked on some, popped on the web, did the whole Jdee S.P.A.D.E and everything. I did some research, and I find out that you like to watch Jeopardy, and you actually like to read documentaries. And to me, I find
I like to look at documentaries. You said read documentaries, sweetie.
I'm good. Sorry. Tongue-tied.
I'm a nerd.
Nothing wrong with that.
That was one of my things in high school, and just English and math. That's what my thing.
So basically, rapping is not just your everyday life. You actually have educational background. Right. There's other stuff that you are passionate about. Right. Do you care to share that?
Plumbing, solar, just anything that's beneficial besides actually that life that I experienced. Mm-hmm. Try to find that as an outlet. Like I said earlier, a lot of my peers, they die or they're in jail. So when all that was happening, instead of getting sucked up into that portal, I decided to go to school. I felt like that was my safe haven anyway. In case I did my dirt or whatever, I'd be in school at the same damn time, hope the police don't come in while I'm getting it.
Very good. Now, I see that you're from On the Clock. Now, is On the Clock recruiting new artists? Are they looking? Or is it just going to stay where, is there any way they're going to...
Well, as president, I'm always looking for new talent. Always. Talent is talent. You're going to bus and there's talent. There's a bum in front of the liquor store who got talent. I'm constantly looking for talent.
What kind of talent are you looking for? Are you looking for instrumental? Are you looking for a vocalist? Or, another producer?
I'm looking for the whole variety.
The whole variety.
At this moment, yeah. Can't do it all myself. I got my friend, actually he's my bro, Trent Barbie, Carter Bang. Shout out Carter. Yeah.
Very good. Now, this is another question, and I don't know how you're going to react to it, but fans want to know, if you was to leave today, what would you like for people as your fans to know about you?
That I'm a well-rounded individual. I love my family. I love my fans. And that some people aren't dedicated.